Hey guys, we're back in the office of the Capital Rise Group, and I'm Andrey, a certified translator and the real estate concierge. This is Veronika, the certified lawyer. Veronika, nice to meet you again.
Nice to meet you, Andrey.
Today we're talking businesses, and I understand it right that statistically foreign guests, investors tend to look into several types of businesses like food business, mostly restaurants, trading, imports, exports, and that kind of stuff. And beauty sphere, massages, hairdressers, and stuff like barbershops and stuff like this.
Yes, you're right. I offer to speak more detail today about restaurant business because it is the most famous among foreign citizens to be engaged in.
I didn't have a proper breakfast, so yes, let's talk restaurants. So restaurants can be large, can be small. We can talk shawarma kiosks or larger premises like places for weddings, banquets and stuff. So guys, let's just assume it's a general discussion about the food business, the restaurant business, and anything particular, case dependent, will be discussed when it comes to a specific request and a specific paid consultancy. So what does it take to open a restaurant? Where do you start?
Usually, if you want to set up your restaurant, you have two options. First is to buy a running cafe, and second option is to open your restaurant from scratch. Usually, to buy a running cafe means to buy a restaurant, a company that rents restaurant premises. Average cost of a small cafe in Minsk is about $15,000 US.
15. Yeah, great. And may I interrupt, by the way? So we're basically buying a company, like shell, rather than a specific place sitting in a specific building. Because when you buy a restaurant or LLC, let's say, that runs it, you have to redo the rental contracts, the tobacco and alcohol license, the employment contracts for the guys that may or may not run away directly. Their favorite director sells them to some strange guy, and you have to redo all this paperwork.
Yes, from at the first glance, it seems to be a good idea to buy a running cafe and to save your time. But it should be noted that when purchasing, you assume full responsibility for what came before you. I mean, all company debts, tax obligations are transferred to you. That is why to conduct a legal audit is mandatory, but even conducting a legal audit is not 100% guarantee of your safety, because the former owner of the company can hide some of documents.
So if one wants to buy a ready business, a running restaurant business in Minsk, one can see the ads, basically visit the sites, visit the places where they function, see the personnel. And by the way, in my experience, when you ask the bartender or the barista, "Oh guys, your cafe is for sale," they make round eyes and say, "No, I don't know nothing about this," which may or may not be true. So is it actually helping to go and see the ready place, which is on sale for some reason, and see the kitchen, the premises, talk to the personnel, try and evaluate what kind of mileage the coffee machine has, which is the most expensive part of a coffee shop, as I was explained? Or is it better to open up your own LLC and then rent the premises, hire personnel, get the licenses? Which way to go?
I recommend to register your own company from scratch, and then of course go to a restaurant for sale, check its kitchen, its legal documents, and to start your business after concluding a lease contract with the owner of the restaurant.
Of the premises, because restaurants may be still renting from someone else, and there's no guarantee that the old owner of the premises, who was charging amount A, will not be charging amount B from the new guys. There's no guarantee for that, right?
Yes, right.
You cannot take over the existing rental contract because it's a new LLC and it just has to be redone.
Yes.
So any promises that this guy is only charging like $500 a month and it's like stable, it's not promises, it's not guaranteed.
Yes, the advantage of the scheme is that you are totally safety. You are not responsible for former debts. But the minus is that you should get all legal documents using your company name, such as license to sell alcohol and tobacco, sanitary certificate.
There's separate licenses, right? And you also have to go through medical clearance or the hygiene clearance of the area hygiene office. They have to
Yes.
come up and see how, if your cockroaches speak English or something like that.
Yes, right.
Okay, and there's fire safety stuff too. And how long can it take for the permit to operate a restaurant come out from the
It
council?
takes about 1 month to get all these documents, and for example, our company can do it parallel. We are getting sanitary certificate. At the same time, we applying to the local executive committee to agree on your working time of the restaurant, and also apply for getting license.
Official working hours, guys, are important because the place sitting in a residential building cannot work past 23 o'clock, which means your kitchen shuts down at 22 o'clock. And it's kind of very strict, very important, very much observed. And 24/7 shawarma kiosk may be like looking more attractive, but that's going to be your specific analysis. I'm not recommending anything, just be very careful about the ways you go, because right now we have at least 2 cases ongoing. One co-owner, 50% ownership of the restaurant, is trying to find out what's wrong with the bookkeeping with the other owner, and they're just not letting him see the paperwork, seeing the bookkeeping, nothing. So we just filed a claim to the police, trying to kindly get them, force the co-owner to flash the papers to declare what's happening with the business, because they say, sorry, there's no money, and the bookkeeping system is inaccessible. And the second case is more pessimistic, because the guy has been waiting for his permit for the restaurant operations to come out from December on. He's paying $500 for the premises to be rented from a food market here in central Minsk. He is trying to get the permit. He is getting fines for the paperwork misplaced by just, getting disappointed in how things work. The restaurant is not working. It's now 10th month. It's October. It hasn't served a single bowl of soup. So pick your operators carefully, and if it's a legal agency that has experience in this, or a certified translator helping in the process, you are going to be more successful than otherwise. And that's my recommendation.
Yes, I agree with Andrey, and I also want to add about your license in a restaurant. For alcoholic and tobacco license, it is not compulsory in Belarus. You should get this license only if you plan to sell alcohol with alcoholic drinks with the content of alcohol more than 7%. So you can sell beer and low alcoholic cocktails without this license.
Which can also be very helpful, especially when it comes to holidays. We like holidays. So thank you very much for watching, guys. If you have any non-specific questions about restaurants, ask them anyway under the comments, under the video in the comments. We'll be happy to film a follow-up about this and tell you more about how to run a restaurant. If you wish a paid consultancy, an online or offline, if you're in Minsk, we're happy to charge you a fair amount of money and give you a fair amount of knowledge that would navigate you just the right way to get your business kick-started. Thank you very much for watching. Press the likes, press dislikes, comment, and thank you for any feedback.
Thank you. Bye.